Hello and welcome to B-Boss Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making apple bars, and I'm going to start by spraying a 9 by 13 inch pan with non-stick spray. Then I'm going to line with parchment paper. I'm going to lie one crossways. Let's turn this down so you can see. I'm going to line one crossways so that it will serve as like handles, and then this one lengthwise. Okay, and then we're going to start by taking 4 sticks of unsalted butter. We're going to add that to our mixture. You want your butter at room temperature. So that it's softened enough that you're going to be able to mix this with the other ingredients. This is for your crust. Okay, we're going to add the granulated sugar. It calls for 3/4 cup of granulated and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. So we're going to add the sugars, 3/4 cup of granulated, 3/4 cups of light brown sugar, and we're going to start creaming this together. And we're going to add 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. We're going to beat this until it's combined. Now we're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Make sure that we get all of the butter and sugar mixed together properly. Next we're going to add a teaspoon of salt and 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to raise this up. Okay. I'm going to take my bowl off and add the flour. I'm just going to slowly start mixing it until it's combined. You want to mix it on low speed just until it is combined. Scrape off my beater. Let's get the batter off of that. Okay, now it tells you to moisten your hands with a little bit of water. Let me get this pushed down into the bowl. Okay, it says to moisten your hands lightly with water and take about 3/4 of the mixture. So I'm going to try, my hands are wet now and slick, but take 3/4 of the mixture and press it down into your prepared pan. I'm going to dip this out and then wet my hands. Okay, I think that's about 3/4 of the mixture. So let me dampen my hands with water. And then you're going to take the remaining quarter of the crust mixture and put it in the refrigerator until it's needed. This is going to be served as the topping on the apple bars later on. But I have to refrigerate this for 15 minutes, so I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, chill it, and then I'll be back. I'm going to prepare the apple slices that will be going on top of the crust after it's baked. But these are the apple slices. It's 3 HONEYCRISP apples sliced very thinly and 3 Granny Smith apples, which you can see the difference in the color. The Granny Smith is more of a green color and the HONEYCRISP is more of a yellow color. It's a little bit milder, I think, and a little bit softer apple than the Granny Smith. But anyway, you're going to take 3 of each and slice them thinly. And you're going to toss, this is a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar that you're going to sprinkle over the apple slices. And you're going to toss those and coat them with that apple cider vinegar. Then you're going to add the brown sugar, which is 1/4 cup, 1/4 cup of light brown sugar that you're going to place in your apples, along with a tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to sprinkle that over them. Ooh, I'm slinging it everywhere. And 1½ teaspoons of apple pie spice and salt to taste. Okay, we're going to toss this to coat these apples. The cornstarch will add a little bit of thickening agent as it cooks. It will help the juice coming from the apples to thicken. Okay, we'll let that set. Whenever the crust cooks, it will cook for 20 to 25 minutes in a 350 preheated oven, 350 degree. But it'll bake 20 to 25 minutes, and then we'll take it out and let it cool on the cooling rack for long enough that it will cool. Then we will place the apples on the crust and put it back in the oven. Okay, our timer has just gone off. My dough's been chilling for 15 minutes, and so now I'm gonna put it in the oven that's preheated to 350. We will let it bake. This is what it looks like right now, but we're gonna let it bake for 20 to 25 minutes, and then I will be back with you. Okay, our crust has been baking for 25 minutes. It's lightly golden brown, and I'm going to place it on a wire rack and let it cool. And then we'll be back to place the apples on the crust. Okay, the crust is cooled, and so now we're going to take the apples and spread them out, leaving a small border around the edge. The crust is kind of rolled up on the edges, and so I think that probably will help. The fact that it has done that, maybe help hold the juices in. Okay, I'm going to take this juice that's left over and I'm going to drizzle it over these apples. We take the remaining dough and breaking it into small pieces, dipping it into the nuts to incorporate the pecans in the dough and sprinkle it on top of the apples. And I will get back with you when I get through with this process. Okay, I have the dough that we had in the refrigerator. I have broken it into small pieces, and most of it I have incorporated pecans in. This is what I've done. I want you to get a look of it. I'm going to put it in the oven now, 350 degrees, and it will bake for about an hour. And then I will show you when I finish baking it. Okay, it has been an hour, and our apple bars have been in the oven for an hour at 350 degrees. As you can see, 3/4 has nuts. The other quarter doesn't have nuts for my granddaughter. But anyway, this has to cool, and then we'll be making a glaze and pouring over it and cutting it into squares. So I'm going to let this cool, and we'll be back to glaze it and try it out. Okay, our apple bars have cooled for a little bit over an hour now, so I'm going to go ahead and add my glaze. You're going to take 3/4 of a cup of sifted powdered sugar, 1 ounce of cream cheese, 3 tablespoons of pure maple syrup, 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, and 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. You can use whole milk or heavy cream, and I'm using heavy cream in mine. Who's counting calories anyway? You're going to whisk this all together. I'm going to mix it with a fork because I've got to get my cream cheese incorporated into this. I had my cream cheese at room temperature. It didn't say anything about melting it. I think I may pop this in the microwave for just a few seconds so that it will melt my cream cheese. That's better. And I'm just going to drizzle this over the apple bars. They look really, really good. bars are completely cool now and ready to eat. Look at the layers of those apples in the bars. Doesn't that look just absolutely scrumptious? And you can take my word for it, they are. I've never made this recipe, didn't know if it would be worth the effort that it was going to take to make them. But trust me, it is well worth it. It is so good. The crust is very, very light. Very flaky. This is absolutely delicious any time of the year, not just for the fall. I think I have found a keeper, and I hope that you will try it as well. If you would, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and if you will, hit the like button, leave a comment. I will have the recipe posted at the end of this video, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. May your Thanksgiving be a blessed one. May your family remain healthy and happy. And I'm Beba, signing off until the next time. Have a great one. Bye.